When no one's in your corner, the power of showing up for yourself. Welcome to the Pink Parachute Diaries. I recently had the extraordinary privilege of interviewing Amina Showell, a visionary whose insights on resilience and self reliance have transformed countless lives. Amina isn't, just a thought leader. She's a revolution in human form. Her work has created ripples of empowerment that have become tidal waves of change for Black women entrepreneurs across the nation. She's that rare combination of brilliant mind and compassionate heart, challenging systems while healing the people trapped within them. Today, I'm sharing the invaluable lessons from our conversation, lessons that illuminate the path forward when you find yourself standing alone. Have you ever looked around in a moment of crisis or opportunity and realized there was no one there? No cheerleader, no mentor, no safety net? That moment of stark realization, that hollow feeling in your chest when you understand you're truly on your own. It's both terrifying and strangely clarifying. In my conversation with Amina, she emphasized that these moments of abandonment aren't just setbacks, they're invitations to discover a power within ourselves we never knew existed. A power that ironically might have remained dormant had someone else been there to rescue us. The universe, Amina told me with that knowing smile of hers, has a peculiar way of forcing growth. Sometimes it removes every crutch you've been leaning on just to show you that you've had legs all along. Consider Janice Bryant Howroyd. Growing up in segregated North Carolina as one of 11 children, she faced the cruelest form of discouragement when a teacher told her that Black people were well suited for slavery. So imagine absorbing those words as a child. Imagine carrying them as you try to build a future. But Howroyd didn't just overcome this discrimination, she transformed it into determination when she entered the business world. She found herself in spaces not designed for her, with few allies and many obstacles. Yet today, she stands as the founder and CEO of Act One Group, the largest minority woman owned employment agency in the United States, with a net worth exceeding $600 million. During our interview, Amina reflected on Howroyd's journey, noting that when the world tells you who you are, sometimes your greatest act of rebellion is becoming who you know you can be. This isn't just inspiration, it's a blueprint. When Howroyd faced rooms where no one looked like her, where no one expected her to succeed, she didn't wait for permission or validation. She showed up for herself when no one else would. But let's be honest, showing up for yourself isn't just about professional success. Sometimes it's about rebuilding your entire life after personal devastation. Sheila Johnson's story resonates deeply here. As the co founder of Black Entertainment Television, Johnson achieved remarkable success alongside her husband. But following their divorce and business split, she faced the daunting task of reinventing herself professionally while processing profound personal loss. Instead of retreating, Johnson made bold decisions to forge a new path. She diversified her investments into property, sports, and entertainment. Today, she's not only a billionaire, but also the only Black woman with ownership stakes in three professional sports teams: the Washington Wizards, Washington Capitals, and Washington Mystics. As Amina pointed out in our conversation, Johnson's story teaches us that our lowest moments can become the foundation for our greatest achievements if we're willing to keep you showing up. The truth is, showing up for yourself when no one else will isn't just about individual achievement. It's about breaking cycles. It's about ensuring that those who come after us don't face the same isolation. This brings me to something Amina emphasized repeatedly during our interview: the importance of creating the village you didn't have. Many Black women entrepreneurs have responded to systemic barriers by building new support ecosystems, ensuring others don't face the isolation they experienced. As Maya Angelou so eloquently put it, I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. When we show up for ourselves, we're also showing up for every Black woman who will walk this path after us. But let's talk about the cost, because showing up for yourself when no one else will exact a price that isn't often discussed. A recent episode of the Shaping Freedom podcast featured a Black founder who courageously revealed the emotional toll of success and the mental health challenges unique to Black entrepreneurship. This entrepreneur described entering business spaces where they were often the only person who looked like them. The constant code switching, the microaggressions, the pressure of carrying their identity into spaces not built for them, all created an emotional burden that went unacknowledged by peers. Amina reflected on this reality with unflinching honesty. We talk about breaking glass ceilings, but rarely about the cuts we sustain from the falling shards. This entrepreneur found strength by connecting their business journey with purpose. They developed strategies to protect their mental health while navigating hostile environments. Most importantly, they found ways to reclaim power through purpose and create meaning beyond financial success. Their willingness to discuss these challenges publicly has helped destigmatize mental health conversations in Black entrepreneurial communities and highlighted the additional burdens faced by Black business owners. This is the unspoken reality of showing up for yourself. It requires not just professional strategy, but emotional fortitude. It demands that you nurture your spirit even as you build your empire. As Amina so powerfully stated during our interview, your mental health isn't a luxury, it's the foundation upon which everything else is built. The path of self reliance isn't linear, especially for Black entrepreneurs who face unique challenges. Building businesses while raising families, overcoming personal hardships while pursuing professional goals, these journeys don't follow a straight line. Isn't just about business accomplishments, but about perseverance through personal hardships. It's about continuing to move forward even when the path disappears beneath your feet. I'm reminded of the African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. But what happens when going together isn't an option? What happens when, at least for a time, you must go alone? You become the companion you need. You become your own cheerleader, your own mentor, your own safety net. And in doing so, you discover strengths you never knew you possessed. During our conversation, Amina shared a powerful affirmation that has guided her through her darkest moments. I am the answer to my ancestors' prayers and the foundation of my descendants' dreams. This perspective transforms the act of showing up for yourself from mere survival to sacred responsibility. But showing up for yourself isn't just about weathering storms, it's about creating something beautiful from the rain. Consider how Janice Bryant Howroyd didn't just build a successful company, she created employment opportunities for countless individuals and broke barriers for future generations of Black female entrepreneurs. Her success story has become a blueprint for Black women entrepreneurs facing similar obstacles, or how Sheila Johnson didn't just recover from personal setbacks. She broke ground in multiple industries where Black women have historically been excluded, particularly in sports team ownership. This is the ultimate power of showing up for yourself when no one else will. You not only transform your own life, but create possibilities for others that didn't exist before. So I challenge you today, identify one dream you've been hesitant to pursue due to lack of support and take one concrete step toward it this week. This might mean registering a business name, creating a prototype, or simply writing down a detailed vision. The key is to practice showing up for yourself even when no one else does. As Janice Bryant Howroyd powerfully stated, never compromise who you are personally to become who you wish to be professionally. In a world where talented Black women are handed pink slips while underperforming men are rewarded with golden parachutes, showing up for yourself becomes an act of revolution. It becomes a declaration that your dreams matter, that your vision matters, that you matter, regardless of who else recognizes it. Okay? I believe that we stand at a critical crossroads in history, a moment where the voices that have been silenced are finally being heard, where the talents that have been overlooked are finally being seen. But this shift doesn't happen by accident. It happens because individuals like you and me make the radical choice to believe in ourselves when the evidence suggests we shouldn't. So today, I'm asking you to do something revolutionary. Believe in yourself with the same unwavering conviction that you would want others to believe in you. Speak to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you would offer a dear friend. Advocate for yourself with the same passion you would use to defend someone you love. Because when you show up for yourself day after day, eventually the world has no choice but to make room for you. When you refuse to shrink, to apologize, to wait for permission, you create a new reality, not just for yourself, but for everyone watching. Remember what Amina told us: the world may not always make space for you, but that just means you have the freedom to create exactly the space you need. In the words of Maya Angelou, you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. This is the essence of showing up for yourself when no one else will, refusing to be defeated even when victory seems impossible. So today, show up for yourself. Tomorrow, show up again and watch as your consistent courage transforms not just your life, but the world around you. Because when you finally realize that you are enough, exactly as you are, with all your flaws and fears and magnificent dreams, you become unstoppable. And an unstoppable you changes everything.